I think we can all agree, like we've been very impressed with Arseny Gritsyuk.
Yeah,
And he has provided, I mean, I know the numbers don't pop off the page, but he has provided kind of that offense and like, that shot that, they're kind of missing. I have been so impressed with him. Like it's actually incredible watching him play. I feel like his point totals don't match how good he's been.
I agree.
Um, his skating, he flies around the ice. His little like quirky ways that he wins puck battles. I feel like every time he's going for a 50-50 puck, he somehow comes out with it. His physicality on the boards, his shot was everyone was sold on his shot, so I won't even talk about that. But his shot's electric. It's playmaking. I have been so impressed by him. I think like if this guy was able to play first line with Jack and Brad and was getting power play time, like his numbers would be popping and people would be talking about him the same way they're talking about Demidov and things like that. I'm not saying that he is as good as Demidov, but I feel like he is still so under the radar. Watching him every shift, I'm like, wow, like he makes the right play 99% of the time. He's winning battles. I think the sky's the limit for this guy, and hopefully with some more usage and continuing to get used to the league, like Gritsyuk stock is a stock that I am buying.
No, listen, I think it's very well said. One of I think it's coming. At some point you're going to see Gritsyuk on that top line if they don't bring in a guy, say like a Steven Stamkos type, right? There's no reason for it not to happen other than being worried about your depth. But as the Devils team gets healthier, why can't a third line that consists of Palat, Glass, and misspoke, Nason be sufficient enough? I think that's a great third line, and then you have
I
a
agree.
fourth
Yeah.
line of, and then you have a fourth line of, Lamico at center, which is, fine, whatever, as a fourth liner, with Cotter and Glendening. I think that's perfectly suitable for this team. You can even throw Zach McEwen, who I was impressed with actually in his debut. I'd like to see more of him with the Devils. So, but I think that's bang on. And the thing with him is, and I've been meaning to talk to him about this. He's still trying to learn some more English, and I want him to be a little bit more well spoken when I get to it. But I wanted to ask him what he thinks about the smaller ice doing for his game, because I think it's one of those things where he was playing on this bigger ice and it was more open over in the KHL, whereas now it's more close quarters. And he's not the biggest guy, but he's solid and he's able
Yeah.
to do all of these things within close quarters. So, but you're right, in all facets of the game. I mean, he forechecks real well. He defends great. I
Yeah.
expected him to be adequate. He's a great
Hmm.
defender,
Yeah.
and I love his offensive instincts. I mean, he just looks natural out there. He looks like he's just very confident in his, his first pass. All of his decision making. It's certainly been impressive. And
You know what
I
I'm
don't think
excited
it's.
for? Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead,
We
go
haven't
for it.
gotten there because they've only played 2 OT games and they've won them quick. But I can't wait for his first 3-on-3 OT shift. I think he's going to be
Yeah.
electric.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that too, because the thing is his instincts are just so good, and I would not be surprised at all to see him get some Calder ballots by the end of the season. I don't see any reason why he can't be
I
a
put a little
regular
wager
20
on
goal
him.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see any reason why he can't be a 20 goal guy. What'd you get him at on your wager?
I think I got him at 45-1.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
good odds. And listen, like, is he gonna outskate Schaefer? Is he gonna outskate guys like Ivan Demidov? Maybe not, but I think he's gonna put himself at least in the conversation at some point. So
Yeah,
it's
I think
definitely.
it just comes down to usage, I feel like, right? Like if he's not
Yeah.
playing power play and he's third line, it doesn't matter how good he is, he's just not going to put up the numbers that will get him the votes. Schaefer's been incredible, Demidov's been incredible, but those guys are just being put in way more positions to succeed in terms of just like ice time, numbers
Yeah.
wise, power play, et cetera, et cetera. So um yeah, we'll see.
Let's see what happens when the Devils are, fully healthy, if they ever are again, at least a
Yeah,
forward
no
group for
kidding.
Gritsyuk. But I think first line Gritsyuk at some point will come. We got a glimpse of it in the preseason. Keith wanted to see what it looked like. So I think they just got to get some more time together, and eventually it's going to come. His instincts are up there. I think he just has to catch up the rest of his game to it, but he's real close if he's not already there.